Okay, so let's move on with our journey through the Sibylla. This time we're going to talk about the threes. And once again, before we start, this is not meant to be taken as a serious numerology. It is just a way of memorizing the meanings better. And also, before we start, so there is a little controversy about the threes, because in some modern decks, in some modern reproductions of the deck, especially this one, which is the Mazzingini Sibylla, the three of diamonds is assigned to the handmaid, whereas in older decks, and this is a reproduction of one of the first decks, the handmaid is actually the eight of diamonds, which is also the case in all other reproductions of the Sibylla except the Mazzingini version. And the three of diamonds is actually the gift card. I don't know why the swap was made. I don't think it was made for any deep reason. I just think it probably was a misprint on one of the first editions, one of the first Mazzingini edition, I mean, or it was a typo. I don't know, but I doubt that one of the printers said, you know what, I want to swap around the handmade and the gift. So we're going to just go with the older tradition, which is also the one that I was taught. And the three of diamonds for us is the gift card. So as usual, I'm going to go through the main meanings of the cards, and then we're going to see if we can find the common theme. This is the Three of Hearts, the balcony card. The balcony card represents the arrival of news or people. So this can represent a visit, for instance, somebody coming to us or something coming to us. It could be a letter, it could be an event. Yeah, and it usually represents a short time frame. Usually, it is connected to faraway places and the sense of sight, of looking. The Three of Clubs is the journey. So we see this man astride a horse. And this is, I mean, the title says it all. It's about journeys, it's about movement, it's about changes of place, but also changes of opinion. This is especially the case with the card upside down, but we're going to get to it. So it is generally movement. It is also connected with distance, as the balcony card. It is connected with commerce, for instance, because it's something that happens between faraway places. Yeah, so it's an easy card, mostly. The Three of Diamonds, which for us is the gift card, and it represents, of course, gifts. And what is a gift? A gift is something that is given to us, that moves to us from somebody else. It represents proposals. So once again, something that comes to us from somebody else. It represents material objects, and they're being bought and sold. So material stuff going to and fro between people. And finally, we have the somber Three of Spades, which is the widower, which represents a removal. It represents getting away from somebody or something, or losing that somebody or something, like a widower. And of course, it's connected with solitude, being alone. Yeah, these are the main meanings. So what is the common theme here? The common theme here, of course, is that of movement. The Three of Hearts, the balcony, represents movement toward the querent, whereas the Three of Spades is movement away from the querent, or the querent losing something, or the querent getting away from something or someone. The Three of Clubs, of course, is movement in the most neutral way, neutral sense, and the Three of Diamonds is movement of goods, or the movement of proposals and invitations and so on. So now let's look at the cards reversed. The reversed Three of Hearts represents things either that don't come, so we are waiting in vain for them to come, or it can represent something that is coming to us, or somebody who is coming to us, that we should actually keep at a distance because the person is dangerous or not good for us. Yeah, and it also represents, because upright, it's the card of sight. And a bit more metaphorically, of course, it represents one's insight, so one's inner life. When it's reversed, it represents somebody who has no insight into life or into themselves, somebody who doesn't look within themselves. And so it represents somebody who could act instinctually in a very dangerous way sometimes if there are other very negative cards. Then we have the three of clubs. Reversed, of course, is a journey, but in a more usually metaphorical sense. So it is a change of opinion or a change of status. Usually it's for the better. It's a good card. It represents the breaking of cycles. So for instance, if we're doing a spread on somebody who is addicted to something, this card with positive cards afterward could represent the breaking of a cycle of addiction. And broadly speaking, it represents breaking with a negative status quo in general. But we always need to pay attention to the other cards. And of course, being the journey card, if we are doing a spread about a journey, seeing it reversed is not great. It could represent delays, it could represent, if there are bad cards, a small accident. Let's not start to frighten people. So yeah, these are the main meanings of the journey when it's reversed. Then we have the Three of Diamonds reversed, which is a peculiar card. When it's upright, we said that it represents material situations developing, the movement of goods. So it's a card that gives us a very material outlook on life. And it can show, of course, with negative cards, material issues. When it's reversed, it represents material situations that work themselves out for the better. So it's a positive card, usually, although it tends to talk more about the material side of things. So it's probably not going to lift up a broken relationship. It's better to have it than not having it, but it's more a material card. And finally, we have the Widower reversed, which is probably one of the worst cards in the deck. It still represents loss, but it's a more traumatic loss. So it's something that scars us, really. It is also connected with magic. It is connected with rituals of all kinds, not necessarily magical rituals. It could be going to church, for instance, for a christening, or to another temple, of course, if you practice another religion. And it is also the card of wrong conduct. What does it mean? So when it's upright, the card represents moving away from somebody or something. When it's reversed, it represents moving in the wrong direction, so doing the wrong thing. Or it could represent derangement, of course, with very negative cards, which is essentially moving away from the right path in life. Okay, so these were the threes, which are connected mostly with movement, and I'll see you next time.